Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Illusion Gato here, and I'm not gonna lie. I've done this intro 2 times already. This is my third try, because, I mean, I just start yapping and nothing really makes sense, so I'm gonna try to keep it simple this time. Keep it simple, stupid is the motto here. So, I'm gonna tell y'all a little about myself and, you know, hopefully my story, inspire some others to make a clothing brand as well. So, in high school, I started making clothes. Um, I would make. I started off making pillows, and I was sewing them together, making pillows for Valentine's Day and selling them to people, and that was a success. And then my mom bought me a Cricut, which is a device where you can hook it up to your computer, and it'll like cut out designs for you on an application. And that's what I would do in high school. And I would make like intricate designs and stuff. And one of my personal favorites was a design I made, which it had an omega symbol and a half crescent moon at the bottom. And I would call it my Omega Moon shirt, and then I had like flowers on the sleeves and stuff. But yeah, I started making clothing way back when, and then like recently, I started getting into clothing again because of Simji. He's another content creator on YouTube who started on the Crew Motor Fest. And yeah, he got me back into it. And that passion was just unlocked for me, really. And, you know, it's been going good. The reason why I made Zephyr Racing in the first place was because I had a passion in it. And back then, I didn't know how to scale. I didn't know how to sell online because it wasn't really a thing back in 20 what 2016, 2015. And I didn't really know how to do everything, but I've been doing research on it like recently, like the past year, literally the past year. And I finally figured it out. So Simji sent me to Fourthwall because I saw that he was selling clothes and stuff, and I really wanted to get back into it. So he put me on Fourthwall. But now, our one of our releases, the last release, is going to be on Fourthwall. But now we're going to go to a different website, but more on that later. So yeah, in high school, I was really captivated by making clothes, and when I saw Simji was making clothes on Fourthwall, I hit him up. Shout out to Simji, by the way. He showed me where he was selling the clothes and who his provider was, which is Fourthwall, which is what I sell on now. But yeah, I had no idea how to sell clothes online. So I basically spent months like trying to learn how to do it and like be print on demand and not have to buy bulk, which now I'm going to be switching to Shopify, which I have a domain name that I'm going to give at the end of the video and put in the description. But yeah, so I spent months looking up how to do it, and any good ideas or advice I put it into a brand playlist that I have on YouTube, but it's not public. But if y'all want me to drop the playlist, then I will. But yeah, when I saw Simji selling clothes online, I asked him how he was doing it, and he told me about Fourthwall. And he was a huge help because I really wanted to get back into making clothes. And yeah, he pretty much sent me on my journey again. And I feel like that part of me just unlocked again because I had sealed it away. I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't know if it was going to be worth my time, but now I know that it is. But yeah, so the direction of the brand that I want to build is simple. I want to make clothes for car enthusiasts and the car community as a whole. Because Zephyr Racing, you know, we're going to make it. Like, I know that we're going to become huge because our mission is so simple and it's so broad. And a lot of people want to bring the car community back to what it was like in the early 2000s. So, you know, I see like a lot of people making clothing brands. Like, I knew a guy named Arrington Chadwick who had an English class in high school, and he had a brand named Royal 52, and he's doing great. and he stuck with it. And I want to go on my own path and make my own brand and kind of do what he did, but I want to keep progressing and not stagnate. Even though he never stagnated, he's still rocking it out. He met someone from he met Andre from Victorious, the actor, and I want to get to that level. So yeah, but a lot of other creators that have made brands just gave up after 6 months and said it's not profitable, don't do this and da da da. But I'm gonna be different. Zephyr Racing is going to make it, and we are going to be different. So I'm not in it for the money. Money is just a side product of what I want to accomplish. It's not the main goal at all. But yeah, the main goal is just to get out there and see people wearing our merch and people coming together. Like, I want to see car enthusiasts and bike enthusiasts come together wearing our stuff and talking about their passions about what they're driving or what they're riding. And I want someone to be able to buy our merch and be like, this is the goal. What I'm wearing? I'm wearing it because this is my goal, pretty much. And I think that idea is amazing. Like, I just want people to be able to come back together and talk about their passions, because the car community is being kind of shut down by the United States and pretty much everywhere in general, because a lot of bad people are, like doing burnouts and donuts and like parking lots, and it just puts a bad rap on everyone. And I kind of want to get back to the essence of what the car community was, which is just, like admiring every build. Like, every build, even though you may not think that it's ugly, but you can appreciate the time and the effort that it took to, for that person to modify their car. Like, you have to respect every build, even though you may not like it. It's still that it's their build, and it's what they like, and it's what they drive. And you're not paying for it, you're not making the payments on it, and you're not modifying it. So I mean, you don't really have to like it to respect what they're doing with their car, because I mean, it's their money, and it's their passion. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm trying to go in terms of the direction of the team and the brand. But yeah, I mean, we just got to get back to the basics. Like a lot of people said, just keep it simple, stupid. Yeah. But yeah, let's get on to the really interesting stuff. Like, the new collection this is going to be the last collection drop on Fourthwall. And then we're going to move to Shopify, which I'll show you how to get to my Fourthwall store and like my Shopify store as well. But yeah, let's get into the interesting stuff. It's some good stuff. All right, so if you go to YouTube, right, and go to my channel, you can either click on the link or you can go to the store tab, and most of the clothing is here. But if you actually go to the link, then you will be brought to the Zephyr Racing merch store. And then Camaro, Agera, Mustang, R34, and then the GT3 RS, which is my favorite car. And then, yeah, we have the whole Sakura collection, along with the shirts, hoodies, hats, and stickers. And then this is the old stuff. I need to remove it. And then you'll see my channel at the bottom, and then join the newsletter to subscribe. And then if you go to your tab, zephyrracing.store, it'll take you here, and then it'll take you to the website, and then you can enter a password, or you can put in your email to be the first one to know when we are opening. Sometimes, like, I'll send out a password to certain people, like 10 to 20 people, so they can be the first to know, and I'll send them a password so they can open up the website and be the first to buy, which is going to be very interesting to see. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. That's all that I've really been up to, is making some merch and, discussing with my team, like, what are we hopping on that day? And, I've kind of just been in the background doing stuff, like, for the company and stuff. And, it's been a roller coaster of emotions because I'll design something and the next day I think it won't look good, and because my taste changes all the time. But it's mostly like I'm mostly trying to fill in what I don't have on my closet, and I don't have a lot of car stuff, so I've just been trying to make cars and clothing that I haven't seen. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. I mean, I just got to get a grip on things, but next drop is on Fourthwall, and then everything else will be done on Shopify. But yeah, thanks for listening to me yap, and I'll see you guys later. Deuces.